This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
It's been more than 2 years now since the Bahamas hasn't had a resident United States ambassador, but no word yet on who the former U.S. ambassador Nicole Yvonne's successor will be.
Now, U.S. Embassy officials maintain not having an appointed ambassador in the Bahamas hasn't affected diplomatic relations between the two countries. We asked the U.S. Embassy's acting Deputy Chief of Mission, John Armstrong, about the issue today.
The way it works, it's all decided at a pay grade far higher than mine. It's the White House. This is the president's decision when he wants to send someone here. Obviously, I can't talk about it or the progress of that. That's the rules of diplomacy. You know, and one of the necessary procedures that takes place is first the sending country asks the receiving country for permission, for agreement. And until that process, until the receiving country has expressed agreement, you know, no one says anything.
Now, whoever the Obama administration appoints as the next U.S. ambassador to the Bahamas, former Ambassador John Rood is offering this advice.
I encourage those that want to do business here to listen, learn, and act. And when Nicole and I first met in Washington, I shared with her that advice, and that's what I pledged in my speech to the Governor General when I presented credentials. But I think as all Americans, we come in here a little bit too sure of ourselves, and it's better to take time to listen first. I mean, that's one of the one of the most important things to do in any relationship, and clearly in a relationship with a foreign country.
Former United States Ambassador to the Bahamas, John Rood, describes his tenure here as the best 3 years of his life, so much so that he's become a frequent visitor to our islands. And with that in mind, he believes giving back is priority. Today, Mr. Rood made a financial donation to Urban Renewal 2.0. Co-chairs Cynthia Mother Pratt and Algernon Allen, the former diplomat, got married here 8 months ago, and instead of accepting gifts, he solicited financial donations for a worthy cause in the Bahamas. And after cementing a close relationship with former National Security Minister Cynthia Mother Pratt, he knew the Urban Renewal program was the right initiative to assist. The Urban Renewal executives are very grateful for the support from our American friends.
Where we have a number of young people who really want to learn the computer. We're trying to get teen mothers involved who are high school dropouts. So there are so many problems and so many issues, but the funding is limited. So whatever we can use out of this to do what we want to do, we'll be grateful, but we need more.
And those who extend their hands of friendship, as the ambassador has done here, oh, we applaud them, and if we were able to give them Satan, we certainly would. So, Ambassador, thank you so very much. Mother and I are so blessed to be a part of this program. You are indeed our friends for life.
Yes, yes.
The former American diplomat is hoping to donate even more to Urban Renewal in the very near future.
Warmth that I received here has just made a huge difference in my life. And you know, Sonia and I got married here, and we travel here a lot, and you want to do good things and help out your friends, and that's what it's about. Now, it just so happens that a lot of my friends when I was here came over, and they share that same love and enthusiasm.
John Rood is an example of an exceptional diplomat. For him, it wasn't just a job. For him, it was a calling, a mission, and he continues that today. And this is an example of closeness between our two peoples, between Bahamian people and American people.
Students at the College of the Bahamas are voicing concern over safety in the wake of several robberies on campus last week. The incidents for students, according to students that is, highlight the need for tougher security at the tertiary level institution, and they suggest the college first look at who it hires to patrol the grounds.
When I think about the incidents, I tell myself that it could have been any one of us. So they really should be more considerate as to who they hire and the training the person's had.
I feel as though we need to have like more protection on the openings of the campus, like have them situated at the openings so that they can monitor who comes in and out of the campus.
I feel that the security should do a better job as they give us the student IDs. They should check persons to see if they have their student IDs, and if they don't have them, they shouldn't let them on campus.
I just stay out of people's way, and I know I stay in open areas and stuff like that. But I wouldn't recommend staying late in COB's yard around certain areas.
I feel that the securities that are here on campus are doing a good job. I just feel that maybe for the robberies that happened, they could like put an extra to make it better.
We pay in a bunch of money and we have minimum security, and for the amount of money that we pay and how they harass us for IDs and all of that, I think they should at least step up their security to make sure that we're safe whilst we're learning.
Well, in a statement, the College of the Bahamas said it deeply regrets the recent reported acts of crime which have been perpetrated against students. The college says the matters were promptly referred to the Royal Bahamas Police Force for investigation. Unfortunately, the statement says criminal incidents are a reflection of the wider challenges of crime in the country. The college says it continues to implement measures to safeguard students, faculty, and staff. Per college policy, all faculty, staff, and students are expected to wear their COB identification badges while on campus. Campus security foot patrols have been increased to deter criminal activity. Campus security officers have been strategically deployed throughout the Oaksfield campus. The college has employed the services of a private security firm to augment its security officers, and the Vice President of Student Affairs and the Vice President of Operations have met with the COBA's president and will seek to implement a safer campus campaign.
Bands from Government High School and AF Adderley gave a taste of what the public can expect at the first Bahamas National High School Marching Band competition on May 29th at the Kendall Isaacs Gymnasium during a demonstration at the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture today.
Well, some 22 schools from across the country are expected to participate in the competition. Officials are hoping will blossom into scholarship opportunities for students as it grows. Minister of Education, Science and Technology, the Honorable Jerome Fitzgerald, announced the competition today, noting that $106,200 was collected from parliamentarians who took funds from constituency allowances to purchase instruments for the initiative.
The National High School Marching Band competition is more than just a competition. It is hope for students with musical talents. To them, music is literacy, and music inspires them to learn. I wish to emphasize that the Bahamas National Marching Band competition, in its purest sense, is about providing opportunities and scholarships for well-deserving students.
Now, coordinators for the competition say the event will have a significant impact on tourism because it'll help to fill hotel rooms, especially as the competition grows year to year. He's encouraging companies to support schools.
We'll have a parade division, we'll have drumline battle, and then what we're calling sound sport, which is taking, instead of a large marching band, halftime, and we're going to be able to do it in the gymnasium. And we went and looked at the facility today, and in that category there are 3 different things that they're looking at. The judges will be judging the music, their marching, the way they do their designs, their movement and skills, and then the last and final and most important is entertainment value.
Encourage the corporate sponsors to adopt schools if they have to, and for the next this competition as far as possible, and for the next competition we could have these schools really outfitted by our corporate sponsors.
Then in sports, Bahamians on the move. We'll tell you where everyone's going. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.